Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to thread and how to use this particular type of machine. This is our Elna. This is an Air Electronic TSP, and this is another one that was donated to our class. And honestly, I don't have the instruction manual, so I'm not sure how all the bells and whistles work on this, but it's pretty straightforward. So first things first, on this particular machine, your on-off button is over here on the right-hand side. So when that light comes on, you know that the machine's ready to go. Oh, there we go. This little lever right here is actually the speed of the machine. So when it's down, it's going to go really slow. When it's up, it's going to be at maximum speed. I'm just going to leave it at maximum speed for this particular tutorial. So, of course, this one also has a revolving manual lever that lifts the needle up and down, just like on all the other machines that I've demonstrated on. Here is your reverse button down here on the lower right hand side. I actually have this one labeled. So the same idea, when you need to reverse, you have to pull it back and hold it in place as you reverse. When you're done, you just let go. This is our stitch length control, and just like the other machines, I'm going to keep it here on a 4 for now, but this has a lot of different variations of speed. I'm not familiar with what all these are, so we're just going to keep it here at a 4 for now for basic purposes. And then this lever right here, which I believe is I'm thinking it's width, I'm not sure. I'm going to keep it at the plus sign here. I haven't quite figured out. I guess this would be the standard position, but for some reason on this machine it's working best on the plus, so I'm going to leave it there. This right here is your stitch width for when we do zigzags. I'm going to keep this on a 4. Unless I otherwise inform you guys throughout the lesson. And then this is basically your selection of stitches here. Again, for some reason my machine is not working properly, so I'm going to keep it on a 4 just to keep everything consistent for now, but hopefully I can figure out what's going on there. And then over here we have our tension lever. So this basically keeps the thread nice and tense for you as you're stitching. We're going to keep this on a 4 as well. Number 4, there we go. And then down here, way down here, we have, this is what we call the presser foot right here. Remember that before you stitch, you want to lower that presser foot down to pinch the fabric between the machine to keep it in place, okay? And how I do that is that there is a lever back here, just like on all the other machines, very similar. Where are you? There you go. Very similar. So here it is. You just drop it down, lift it up. You shouldn't even have to look. You just kind of reach behind there with your back of your hand and lower that down. So that is pretty much the basics of this machine. So I'm going to show you real quick how to thread this. Let's see if I can lift this up again. Okay, so this is very similar to the other Elna version that I have. So I'm going to take my thread spool and I'm going to put it here on my spool holder, and I'm going to pull it so that the thread comes from behind it. You see, when I pull, it's actually coming from behind, not in front. And then I've labeled how to do this also. Let's see if you can see it up here. Okay, so this is what we call the tension disc. So this is going to come around here like this, and then it's going to go through this little thread guide over here, number 2. Here we go, got it. And then this actually slides right down into this hole here for number 2. The top is pretty much done. The bottom hook right here goes up and under, and then up and over for number 4. Now remember, this is very similar to the other ones. You got to get that arm up. You won't be able to thread it this way. You have to lift it all the way up to the top, bring it from right to left so it gets stuck in that little arm right there. And then for number 5, here's another hook right through the 5. And then, let me see if I can get down here. There we go. There is that top hook on the top of every needle that everybody likes to forget. This one is gonna just get set right through there inside that hook. And this one actually has two sides. I don't think it matters what side you do this on, just as long as it gets caught through that hook. And remember, this should be nice and free flowing through for you the whole time. I'm gonna put the presser foot down, and then the last thing I have to do is get that needle, get the tip of that needle threaded. Come on, where are you? So same idea, I'm gonna hold this really close to the end here like this. Make sure it's nice and clean cut. This is just gonna pop right through the tip of that needle from front to back. That's how you wanna thread that from front to back. See, there you go. There we go, just like that. Okay, now I can lift my presser foot up, and this is actually going to slide in between that presser foot and towards the back, and the top part is ready to go for me. Okay, so now the back is exactly like the other version of the Elna machine. I'm just going to open this up and get that out of the way. The bobbin carrier gets open this way as a plate. You just kind of pop it back with your thumb. So I have a red thread in here in the bottom, just so we have some contrast to show you. So how you would get this out, just kind of lift it up and pull it out. Mine's hung up on the machine. There we go. So remember that the bobbin carrier always goes in so it spins clockwise. Okay, so this one is spinning clockwise. I'm just gonna drop it right in there just like that. I kind of hold it with my finger up towards the top here, and then this is going to spin around through the guide right there. Remember, there's a little slit. It's right here where I'm pointing to with my scissor. This kind of goes down and around. And at this point, I can close the face plate. Okay, close this up. And now I need to bring that red thread from here up through the center guide. So I'm going to hold that green thread, the top thread, nice and tight, and I'm going to drop the needle completely down and lift completely up till it grabs that red thread. Come on, get it for me. Oh, it feels, oh, there we go, got it. Sometimes it seems like this is the tricky part for a lot of us. Can I get that light down there? Not really. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that red thread. I'm going to stick my scissor through the hoop right here and just give this a pull. This is getting hung up on here for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Got it. Okay, so you want both threads coming up through the center of the machine like that. And remember, I should be able to pull this nice and smooth. It shouldn't get hung up on anything. It shouldn't be too tough for me to pull. And I'm ready to sew. So for here, I'm going to go ahead, put my fabric in the sewing machine. You can see the guides here. This is what we call the feed dogs on the bottom. It kind of grips the fabric and pulls it through. I'm going to put my fabric in here underneath the needle. I'm going to just go ahead and stick on the 10 line, I guess. Put my presser foot down so it pinches that fabric. Do not forget to do that, you guys, or otherwise you're going to jam the machine right away. So I'm going to tie my knot first. So I go forward a few, pushing the gas pedal down. Okay, now I'm going to reverse it. Remember, my reverse is over here. I'm going to push and hold that reverse. And I'm going to back it up a few. And there's my knot. And now I'm just going to go ahead and forward this all the way to the end. Kind of want to guide it carefully. Okay, now when I get to the end here, I'm going to reverse it again, tie my knot just a few, and then I'm just going to go all the way off the fabric, just like that. And then I need to lift up my presser foot. I'm going to give this a pull. Oops, something's going on there with my machine. Give this a pull. If it doesn't pull, I need to bring my needle down and up again. That should release those threads. Remember, I want to give this a pull way out to the side. Cut those threads nice and long for the next person so this doesn't get stuck up in the machine. Longer is better. Don't worry about wasting the thread at this point. And that's pretty much it. You guys are ready to use the Elna Air Electronic TSP.